Supposedly, Doomy is the least spoken language in the world, but I'm pretty sure it's spoken more than ASL. Hey folks, welcome to This Week in History, and away we go! On August 23rd, in 79, on the feast day for the Roman fire god Vulcan, a rumble began in Mount Vesuvius. It would erupt the next day and wipe out multiple Roman cities, including Pompeii, and yeah, Vulcan is where we get the word volcano. In 1305, William Wallace, the Braveheart guy, was executed for high treason. He was hanged, drawn, and quartered, his head being piked on London Bridge, and the rest of them sent throughout the country as a warning. May seem a bit much, but it wasn't out of the ordinary for the time. On August 24th, in 1821, Mexico became independent from Spain after signing the Treaty of Cordoba, ending the 11-year Mexican War of Independence. Spain didn't actually acknowledge them as an independent country until 1836. On August 25th, in 1270, French King Louis IX died while fighting in the Eighth Crusade. He's probably better known as Saint Louis, and there are quite a few places named after him. On August 26th, in 1071, the Battle of Manzikert took place between the Seljuk Turks and the Byzantine Empire. The Byzantines suffered a rather crushing defeat, and this battle is seen by many as the first big domino to fall on the road to the First Crusade. Yeah, I up there, check it out. And we're back to volcanoes, because in 1883, Krakatoa began to blow its top and ended up killing over 36,000 people and let loose what is considered the loudest sound in history, heard over 3,000 miles away with the shock wave circling the planet 4 times. Yeah, that's like an explosion in New York that sounds like a gunshot in Los Angeles. And this episode is brought to you by the Sedgwick Store. That's right, you can head on over to Teespring and check our store out. The link's down in the description below. Shirts, mugs, all kinds of goodies. Alright, the obligatory commercial break is over now. On August 27th in 410, the 3-day sacking of Rome by the Visigoths ended. This was the first time the city had been taken in 800 years, so it was a bit of a shock, but it wouldn't be the last time in the coming years. In 1896, the Anglo-Zanzibar War began and ended about 38 minutes later. Yep, started at 9:02 a.m. and ended at 9:40. It is the shortest war in history and marked the end of the Sultanate of Zanzibar. The British really do not play when it comes to Africa. And speaking of which, on August 28th in 1879, the last Zulu king, Cetshwayo, was captured by the British, officially ending the Anglo-Zulu War. Check out the eye to find out more about the war and Rorke's Drift, the British African Alamo. In 1963, Martin Luther King gave his famous I Have a Dream speech at the March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom. No joke here, just a really good speech. On August 29th in 1009, the Mainz Cathedral in Mainz, Germany was inaugurated, then caught on fire and almost burned down. There was extensive damage. In 1756, the 7 Years' War began when Prussian forces of Frederick II attacked Saxony. This started the European part of a war that had been going on over in the colonies for about 2 years at that point, but we call it the French and Indian War. And in birthdays, we've got the father of liberalism, John Locke in 1632, the Plainsfield Ghoul and basis for way too many horror villains, Ed Gein in 1906, and me, that's right, yours truly was born this week in 1982. If you want to get me a gift, buy yourself a shirt.
Merchandising.
And that's just gonna about do it for this week. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you back here next week. Same squirrel time, same squirrel channel. Until then, don't be a jerk and have yourself a great week. I'm gonna go eat me some cake now.